Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the 4th Alliance War of Season 40. Today GT40 is facing Ssx, and I have a team of Herc, Ihawk and White Magneto. So this one I'm going to be taking Path 5 all the way. My first fight up is against this rank 5 Killmonger here on Node 2. So the plan here is pretty much just to keep triggering his reverb when he has a low amount of power, keep knocking him down for the ebb and flow protection, get my charges up from heavy counters and from intercepts if they line up, but I'm not really going to be forcing them here. And yeah, this is a slightly annoying fight, but it's also is pretty safe and not too difficult. So here I trigger my Infuriate, get my intercept off at the charge. Now pretty much at full ramp as well. Annoyingly, the reverb has not been lining up great this fight, so I am going to be waiting that out a fair bit. Here I've got my special free, however I don't want to throw that while reverb is active in case it doesn't kill. So wait for reverb to end, throw my special free, and this is pretty much going to finish him off. Yeah, hit itself does 27% and then the burst damage does another 60,000 damage on top of that. So yeah, pretty much just overkill there. So this next fight up is going to be Mordo on node 11, so this has Flow knockdown and heavy hitter. I'm applying a White Magneto pre-fight here, and pretty much the plan is just knock him down using the White Magneto pre-fight to get around the Astral Evade, and do a bunch of damage and kill him really fast. And that is pretty much this entire fight. Want to try baiting out special attacks because I don't have an invulnerability boost active here, so I don't really want to be eating any special frees. Here I'm going to slow down the combo a bit, just to make sure that I turn off the power gain. There I trigger the Infuriate. I was hoping to go for an intercept and get the power gain off that way, but he still plays really defensive even with the Infuriate. I believe I did get parried at that point, but using Herc it doesn't matter because he's stun immune when he has charges. There I go for a special 1 intercept, mainly just to turn off his power gain more than anything, and combo in special 1 to finish him off. And yeah, pretty easy fight, free couple of charges for Herc. Next up is going to be Chavez on node 19. Believe I apply White Magneto pre-fight here as well, yeah, and this fight again is just another case of do a bunch of damage before she has a chance to really do anything to you. And that is exactly what this fight is going to be. So, I believe she does throw some random heavies in this fight, but as long as she's not getting her special 2 off, there's not really a problem. Does have aggression prowess here. Not really sure why I was waiting there, but I do get my intercept off to get the next charge. There she just throws a random heavy. I trigger my Infuriate here to try and get her to use specials more, and it does work pretty well. She throws 2 special 1s into the air pretty much. Get the knockdown here. She throws another random heavy, which in that situation actually works in our favour because it gives us a free opening. Combo in special 2 finishes her off. So yeah, really simple fight there for Herc. Next up is the same node 22 spot that I took last war. However, this time it's a rank 4, and also this time I actually remember that the incinerate phase comes before the shock phase at the start. I do also have the Gallon pre-fight here. So I go for a heavy attack at the start just to get my charge because parry stuns are not going to land that often in this fight. Of course, get really unlucky with a double incinerate, and then the first hit of the special 1 lands in incinerate, and we get a third incinerate, which is just more and more potions, I guess. But yeah, now we're just doing an absolute ton of damage to this spot. Doesn't really stand much of a chance against a rank 5 Herc. So it's back in the incinerate phase here. I'm just going to play passive, wait it out. Get my special 1 intercept off here, mainly just to get the true sense back in case he gets too untouchable. but he's not even going to reach that point, and he goes down in about 50 seconds. So it's going to cost a couple of potions, but it's a pretty simple fight overall. Now this next fight is honestly just stupid. Like, that is the only way I can describe this Nick Fury fight here. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Got back my Nito pre-fight, it's not really needed. It's more just because we had access. My Herc is at 11 charges here, so he's essentially fully ramped. And yeah. So we get a 12 charge immediately. Flourish helps me push into special 2 here. And that is Nick Fury's first life down in 20 seconds. Throw a special 1, half of his second life is down immediately. And I don't even get a chance to finish that combo. That is a Nick Fury mini boss down in 34 seconds, which, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. This champ is just absolutely broken. So next up I have this Nova on Flow Intercept, and this is just another case of Herc being broken. I believe this fight lasts 11 seconds. So, yeah. Special Intercept. Normal Intercept. And he's already down. Now this next fight doesn't go quite as well. Now the matchup is fine when you've got such a heavily ramped Herc, but I just do not play this fight great. So the only real danger of Herc versus Wong is that you can't go immortal at all. There he throws a heavy attack. Bit annoying because now he's got a lot more power. There I think I was trying to dex out of the last hit and can't. There I think I was going for an intercept or something. Pretty sure I was. I was trying to light intercept or something stupid, which is just completely unnecessary. So yeah, I lose pretty much half of my health in 5 seconds, but this special 3's gonna finish him off. So yeah, lost a lot of health, but it's still really fast and easy fight. Just gonna cost me even more potions, which that's the issue with Herc. He just takes so many potions to heal up if you're running him with full suicides. And yeah, this next fight up is Sasquatch on Flow Intercept. I'm playing the white mics here. In hindsight, I probably should have put it on Wong and not this fight, because you're just gonna see how fast this fight goes. I'm also got quite a few victories now from my Galan pre-fight, so the suicides are not really hurting much at all. See, I'm taking 131 even with the bleed and poison active here. Yeah, 1 intercept cycle, he's already over halfway down. So bait out a special 2 here. Trigger my Infuriate, get my intercept off there, and this special 3 is going to kill. So this Sasquatch had, I believe, around 270,000 health. And he lasted 24 hits against Herc. And that is one of the tankiest champions in the game and with class disadvantage, which, yeah. I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest. Now moving on to Boss Island, I've got 2 fights. So I've got this Korg on node 48. And this fight is going to showcase another reason why the Galan pre-fight is pretty useful. Other than just the reduced damage. So start off the fight pretty well, taking down the rock field. Land my special 1 intercept, and that is just going to increase my damage quite a bit, and also mean that I don't have to worry about the falter. Bait out special 1 here. And you going into this fight is going to take a bit of damage from rock field. Yeah, here I make a mistake, throw a special 1 into his unblockable unstoppable. have the Gallon pre-fight after you've got 2 victories. If you throw a special into a blocking opponent, you will go unblockable. It does have a pretty long cooldown, but it's a great safety net for that kind of situation. And it probably saved me another potion or 2 by having that. And now moving on to my final fight of the war, which is this Annihilus on node 51, the Conflictor mini-boss. And the plan for this fight is essentially the same as any of my other Conflictor mini-boss fights of this season, which is don't trigger Infuriate and just do an absolute ton of damage because it's a max ramp perk. So we start off great by eating a combo. There I get a nice sidestep intercept off. Now he's playing all passive. Go for my special 1 intercept. But yeah, there's pretty much no way I'm dying to this fight. Annihilus is a global champion, but it just doesn't really matter when you have this kind of damage output, and he's down in 30 seconds. So yeah, not too difficult of a war for me overall. I didn't have boss today. But as for the score, we won 8-0, and this is actually GT40's 3rd 150 in a row. So well done to everyone there. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in more 5.